Of course, can't even speak. I need to change the games. Yeah, that one's ready. Hi, Julie. Good to see you. I see you've gotten your shiny. That's pretty good, Julie. You're still so happy. Yeah, as you should be. That's amazing. It's incredible you managed to get it. Hello, Sams. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Alright, give me a little bit more time, just a tiny bit more, and then I can start shiny hunting. I'm definitely getting the Articuno today. Thank you for saying that, Walter. I do appreciate that. Your good Sam's excellent. And to nature guess, I'm guessing you might know what it is already, Julie. Let's go quiet. For some reason, I don't know why. Quick drink of my Coke and then I'll start. Okay. Alright, well I think I'm ready now. If you're wondering, Walter, Julie got shiny Zygarde. At last. Mild nature. Oh, nice. I did believe in you. At this point, I think I believe in you guys more than myself. At this point, I don't think there's any other way to shiny hunt for Zygarde. Not yet, at least. But yeah, congratulations again, Julie. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, are you saying its nature is careful? Very cool. What does careful do again? I keep forgetting. For this hunt, Walter, I'm doing it full odds. Unfortunately for the Reggies, it's technically both for me. Because in Sword and Shield I have the Shiny Charm, but the Reggies are full odds anyway. In these Let's Go games, I do not have the Shiny Charm. And I honestly do not plan on getting it until after I get Shiny Mewtwo. Only then will I actually get it. Don't worry, Julie. I've probably explained it before, but oh well. Okay. You good, Geordie? Was asking both of you. Well, I got shiny Articuno without charm and under 500. Oh boy. Well, I'm in the 1500s and I still haven't found it yet. So yeah, we'll see what happens tonight then, shall we? Nope. Well, I only had a little bit of Coke anyway tonight, so... might as well finish that. I'm not gonna stop saying that until you get it, lol. Fair enough, I guess. Kinda weird how Shiny Charm in Sword and Shield affects all the legendaries, but the Reggies, and of course the shiny locked ones. So basically, Dynamax Adventures legendaries only. Unless the Swords of Justice are affected by the Shiny Charm, that I don't know. But yeah, I guess you're right about that. They are? Okay. Fair enough. I believe the Swords of Justice are also affected by Shiny Charm. That is good to know, I wasn't sure about that. Wrong game. Wrong button. Yeah, Julie beat you to it, yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, Julie, are you doing any other shiny hunts, or are you just enjoying your time with your shiny Zygarde? And Walter and Sams, if you're still around, what are you two up to? I'd love to hear what you two have been up to. You're on to Regirock now, Walter. Well, congratulations for that. For Regice, that is. Enjoying your time. Very good, Julie. Honestly, you deserve it. For just finding shiny Zygarde. You know? Since you got the Regice earlier today, oh yeah, definitely. Waiting for home access as well. Honestly, Julie, aren't we all? for different reasons. I'm waiting to put my shinies from ZA into Pokemon Home for my shiny living dex. I'm guessing you're waiting to get Zygarde up to ZA, if I had to guess. Potatoes and sausages. Is it mashed potatoes, Sam's, or is it some other kind? Because bangers and mash, that's a really good idea for a meal. Simple, basic, annoying to cook the sausages maybe, but still decent. That's what I think. I am waiting to put all the legends I got. Good idea. Like boiled, sliced up. Ah, okay. Literally potatoes and sausages. Not what I was thinking, but fair enough. Potatoes are still good. I need more box space in ZA. I've done too much hunting in that game. That's why I started hunting the Reggies. Fair enough. There are times I feel like I've played too much Legends ZA recently. I mean, I basically only played that game until I actually beat it, and then I started, you know, going back to my other hunts. Then the Wild Zone Showdown started. Then after that I was trying to complete my long video that is now out. And then after that I started playing the DLC. So yeah, I do kind of get that in a way. Not exactly the same, but a lot of time spent on Legends ZA that I kind of got, I don't know, bored of it at multiple times. Not bored, but kind of fed up of playing it for a bit. So I wanted a shiny hunt back in other games, like what I'm doing now. And honestly, that's helped me. Because now that I've finished the main story of the DLC, or at least I think I have, now I can move on to the important, and possibly unimportant, side missions. I do know that the next one we need to work on will be, I'm guessing, Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. I don't know if I'd consider that part of the main story for the DLC, or a very important side quest. I don't know yet. But we'll see what happens. I also got approved for Shiny Zygarde in Voice Locks Challenge. Julie, I'm so sorry if you have mentioned that before. What is that again? Because I feel like I'm hearing it for the first time. But it also kind of sounds familiar. At the same time, I don't know. I'm sorry if you have mentioned it before. He is trying to complete the shiny Pokédex. Oh right, that's right. Now I remember. The one on Shiny Dex, right? Now I remember. I'm guessing all of your other shinies that you've gotten in it have been approved by now? Because you've definitely told me Zygarde's been approved, and I know by now that one of your first ones have been approved as well. I'm honestly not sure what was taking them so long. I guess the people on the Wild Zone Showdown were approving pretty fast. Sorry. Because I found, I don't know, an example would probably be maybe 10 shinies in the day, like 5 and 5 possibly. And I think by the time I went to bed, I think all of them were approved before I even started sleeping. I think. Maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. That's how on point the ones in my competition were. Or, not mine, but, you know, the one I was participating in. Yeah, it could be sleeping, who knows. Who knows? Anyway, at least it got approved in the end. That's the main thing. Sparky, I need to host a challenge. Well, it's funny you say that, Julie, because I plan on giving myself another one of those challenges. Kind of like the Pika clone challenge from a couple of years ago, now. That one was for, 500 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. This is a challenge I just want to do for myself. It's been hinted at in the past, and I've probably also outright said it at some point. But I think now I really can actually do this, so I'm going to say it now. I plan on challenging myself to try and get every Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet shiny. I've technically got a head start, but I'm actually going to find duplicates of those 3. And then everything else will be brand new. Then again, it's going to be more of a self-imposed challenge. I do know what you mean, Julie, but unless you guys really come up with something, I'm not sure what I want to do about that. About your idea. Oh. Question for you all. Have any of you played Sword and Shield on Switch 2? The loading times seem faster than Switch 1, but I would like to know if anyone else has experienced this. Oh yes, Walter. Honestly, my main file for Sword and Shield are on the Switch 1s. One of the original Switch 1s and a Switch OLED in my case. But I do also have access to a Sword and Shield on the opposite versions on my Switch 2. And yes, loading times, especially for like battles and even loading the game, I think, I could be wrong about that part, but battles at least are definitely faster. So yes, Walter, I can agree, loading time for Sword and Shield is faster on the Switch 2. I can confirm. If you want to have a better idea of what I'm talking about, go back and look at my, my Lunatone hunt, my recent Lunatone stream. Because one game was on the Switch 2, the other one, my main Shield, was on the Switch OLED. When both of those games ran into a Lunatone at the same time, the Switch 2 actually started the battle a tiny bit faster, at least, before the OLED did. So yeah, that's my experience. I did Regi soft resets on Switch 1, and I'm doing Regirock on Switch 2. And these Regirock encounters seem to be flying by way faster. A shiny race, you say? Okay, that is an interesting idea. What game would be racing in? Scarlet and Violet because of the multiplayer? That's just a guess I had, I don't know. Like, first to find a specific amount of shinies wins. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll set the title screenplay for these for a bit. Don't mind me. Gonna finish my water. Yeah, the multiplayer part was what I was thinking, Sams. For this sort of thing. That would be interesting, honestly. Because despite what you guys may do, I don't plan on using a level 3 sparkly sandwich, or sparkling sandwich, on a shiny sandwich. Probably ever again, if possible. It was fun, it really was. But I want to stick, personally, to just shiny charm mods. Like in most of my other games. Make it a tiny bit harder for myself. And yeah, at least in Scarlet and Violet, you can definitely have the opportunity to steal a shiny from me. But you might be watching me for a while. Honestly, I kind of feel like alternating the sound between my two games right now. That'll be interesting. And that's why. You're going to outbreaks? I would as well, honestly. I really would. But yeah, honestly, Geordie, that's a really good idea. I'm one sub away. Yeah, that's honestly really cool. Thank you guys for sticking around as well. I really do appreciate it. Always. Almost at 700 subscribers. That'll be awesome when we reach there. Yeah, if we can... of course. If we can actually reach 700 subscribers, I'll try and sort one out after I do that, Pokemon tier list. Because I do know I need to do that. I've forgotten who keeps reminding me, but recently I've started keeping that in the back of my mind. I previously said I'll be able to do it at the end of the month. Unless I actually sort it out and, like, stream that sort of thing within the next, like, couple of days or so. I'll have to push that back to the next month. We'll see, though, we'll see. I could do it tomorrow for all I know. Welcome, Heaven Delight. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Do that to make them a happy, happy pasta. Oh, definitely. I'll be honest, when I think about it, I kind of want to do it. I'm just not sure how I feel about every single Pokemon. There are some I like, there are some I really don't like. But honestly, a lot of them will be around in the middle for me. Heaven Delight, I have played through the main part of the DLC. I don't know if you know about it, but I'm sorry if I've spoiled anything for you. I have defeated and caught Mega Darkrai. And I know the next major battles, unless anything else comes up in the game, will be the Primals. So, yeah. You've been playing the DLC? Excellent. Glad to hear that. I hope you've been having fun, Heaven Delight. You have defeated Rayquaza. Very nice. Yeah, honestly, the DLC is fun. It does have its not downsides, but like low points in a way. That's not the correct word, I know. But I can't remember what word I'm trying to use. Slow points, that's probably the word I'm trying to use. It's like the story slows down so you can explore hyperspace a lot. But when you're actually doing the story, that's pretty cool. It's not hard, Julie, you're right, it's not hard. But at least for the story of it, it does tend to slow things down. But yeah. You're talking about hunting the legends. I'm talking about the whole thing really, but yeah, that too. Oh, not Rayquaza, but Darkrai. Ah, you too. Very nice. I think in my game, we're trying to figure out, like, how to gain access to Rayquaza, since we've now figured out that's what Ansha saw. That's the part of the game I'm up to. So yeah. I do know exactly what the primals are next. That part I know. But we'll see. So yeah. They intro... Do you mean Mega Rayquaza, Julie? Because it's only Groudon and Kyogre that have the primal forms. Rayquaza's is a Mega. I think they make that fairly clear. Not in ZA, I'm thinking about, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Especially, I think, the Delta episode. But yeah, I get what you mean. Did it say primal? Really? To my knowledge, it's only been Mega Rayquaza, not Primal Rayquaza. To be fair, Walter, the Primal Dialga was in a different universe. Technically. If you want to go that route. Because yes, I love the Mystery Dungeon games. I remember staying up as a kid until a bit past my bedtime. I see Jordy's comment. I remember staying a bit past my bedtime just to beat Primal Dialga in my Explorers of Time copy. And that night, and probably the next day, I was elated. So happy to have finally beaten that. And then at some point in the future, I deleted that save data. Sadly. Sparky, let me have fun. Yeah, I'm trying to. Not. I'm talking about the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, Julie. Especially Explorers of Sky. Well, that too. Explorers of Time, Explorers of Darkness, Explorers of Sky. That was where the name Primal Legendary came from in the first place. And technically, it was still regular Dialga. Just like the blue, like, aura emanating from it. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but some of the blue parts of it changed to orange. Because Dialga is so closely related to time, or connected to time really, and the Explorers of Time, Darkness and Sky games revolved around time gears being stolen and slowing down time in parts of that world. Red veins? I always thought they were orange. Okay, same thing in this case. The veins of it, that's how you would describe it, okay. I wasn't sure what I would call that. But yeah, it's still Dialga, just a different color, basically. And like way more irrationally angry because of what I previously described. I think that's a simple way of putting it. Whereas Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, they are alternate, stronger forms of the original. And unlike Primal Dialga, that is more like Mega Evolution. Just under a different name and the use of different stones. That's basically the difference. To be fair, technically, Dialga now has 3 forms. Its regular form, of course. I'm not counting shinies, by the way. Its regular form, the Mystery Dungeon Primal form, more or less, and its official Origin form. And honestly, when I think about it, that's kind of funny, because fans love Giratina out of the 3 way more, and yet Dialga technically has 3 forms. Technically. That's just kind of funny to me, looking back on it. And that's just really between those 3 as well. Or well, no, not including Arceus. Arceus has like 18 different forms for each type it can turn into. Sure, the colours change, and only the colours, but still. I feel like it's technically treated as a different form in the games. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's how I interpret it. So yeah. It is weird. That I'll admit. It is weird. But I grew up liking Dialga thanks to Diamond. And then Primal Dialga somehow made me like Dialga even more. And honestly, back then, I spared almost no thought for Palkia or Giratina. Honestly, until Platinum, I didn't even know Giratina was a thing. I think. Well, until Platinum release, not until I got it. That'll be way too late. Yeah, not a Primal Palkia. I guess the Explorers games didn't really delve into, like, space that much. Because that's Palkia's domain. Time and space. Yeah, delve more into, like, the repercussions of technically messing with time, in a way. Not exactly, but still. I guess it's technically one interpretation. It is for a good cause, but the bad effects are more instantaneous than the good effects. I'm trying to be vague here for anyone who has not played it. So, what do you mean shiny Articuno? Oh. Yeah, no, not now, sadly. I wish. Welcome, Supercar. Good to see you. How are you? Almost made it 100 resets in, so that's good. Been up to anything lately, Supercar? I hope so. Have I actually hit 700 subs right now? Or is it still at 699? Oh, it is at 700. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much. I honestly didn't realize we'd hit it already. The focus of the game were things called the time gates, I believe. Even I remember, Walter, they were time gears. I even mentioned them earlier in the stream. And since Dialga is the Pokemon of time, it just kind of made sense to 3rd grade me. Yeah, like year 4 and year 5 myself, yeah, definitely. Because even back then, we sort of knew Dialga was the time Pokemon. Like, more so than Celebi. Celebi seemed more of a time traveler, in a way. See, even back then, as young as we... Well, I guess not that young, but still, it made sense. Shiny race when? Give me a chance, Julie. Alright, well, might as well discuss it, if I can talk. For the shiny race. Obviously, we're gonna have multiplayer, which means, everyone will be able to see each other, I bet. Hello, Matagor. Good to see you. What's the plan? Are we each gonna go for different outbreaks and try and find as many shinies as we can? Are you guys gonna try and sabotage me? What's the plan? You can be honest, I don't mind. Jordy calls a spot. Fair enough. I understand the basic plan. Whoever finds the most shinies wins, more or less. But honestly, if you plan on sabotaging me and trying to steal my shinies, please come out with it right now. I will keep an eye on you, but I will not begrudge when you actually steal a shiny from me. That'll be the fun of it. And also, I guess the important thing I'm trying to ask Julie, when would you like us to do this shiny race? It will not be able to be done this month, because it's already the 28th of January. So I won't be able to do it this month. Now, lol. But hopefully next month we can probably try, if you want. Yeah, we can try a little bit on Monday. I don't know. To be fair, if you guys want to make it like almost a full day or like half a day or something instead of the 2 hours I normally do, we might have to push it back to a weekend. For me, at least. We'll see, though. We'll see. Kind of warm in this room right now. You're sorry if you're not chatting too much? Fair enough. Honestly, depending on what's happening, neither am I. Do you mean hunt for Articuno in Sword and Shield Martigor? I probably will at some point in the future. But probably not now, honestly. That's the plan for me. This will be for my Shiny Living Dex. If I want to hunt for Articuno again later on, that'll be purely for fun. Should I do a shiny hunt or grind more of a character in this ASIM I've been playing? Honestly, do what you like, Sams. I'm tempted to say shiny hunts just like Julie. But if you have more fun in the ASIM than to shiny hunt, do that. However you feel like it, you know? Option 3, do both. I mean, yeah, honestly, if the ASIM is not, too taxing on you, that you have to completely focus, like, 100% of your time on that, you technically could do both. Every time the screen changes, this Pokemon of Pikachu and Eevee, cute sound. Yeah. It's always nice hearing them. At least for these specific Pokemon, these cries do make sense. For anything before or after, nope. It's only these special ones that make sense for those sounds. At least to me. So yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get anything done in DAs for a while. I mean, technically, since you found Zygarde, I guess that's sort of true. Well, it sounds like you're going almost the same direction I am, Julie. Sorry for my noises. What would you like to hunt, Sams? I wonder. Are you gonna hunt anything else, Julie, or are you just going to have fun? Are you gonna hunt Snover and Platinum? Are you gonna use the Pokeradar Sams or traditional shiny hunting? I doubt you're gonna do Masuda method. What's everyone's favorite hunt that they've done? Just encounters. Fair enough. Honestly, I think the most fun I've had shiny hunting was when I did the Pika clone challenge. Oh, you don't have the Pokeradar yet. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. For the Pika clone challenge that I did a couple of years ago, I could basically get all of the Pika clones shiny in various different ways. If I remember right, I think I started doing some Pokeradar in Brilliant Diamond. I know I did it for Pichu, Minun, and Plusle. And then I moved on to Sword and Shield for Pikachu, Emolga, Dedenne, and Morpeko. And I think by the time I finished with Morpeko, by the time I could move on to Violet, there was special Raichu and Alolan Raichu outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet, the DLC. Blueberry Academy specifically. And that's how I managed to... Oh wait, I found Pikachu and Violet, didn't I? Shiny. For the challenge. I think I did. But I also found Pawmi 3 times. Well, not Pawmi, but Pawmo twice and a Pawmi. Oh yeah, I found Togedemaru in Sword and Shield. Sword mostly, I think. Yep, Sword. Thank you for reminding me about that, Supercar. But yeah, honestly, that was probably the most fun, I guess fun, that I've had in a while for shiny hunting. Honestly. But if I had to pick any single hunt, I'll always treasure that Boxing Day in 2021 when I found my shiny Piplup in Brilliant Diamond. That is always a memory I will treasure. Always. Sure, the challenge itself as a whole was pretty fun, honestly. But a single hunt? Yeah, Piplup. Especially since I found the uncatchable shiny Starly the day before, on Christmas Day. So that was a cool one. You have 14 shinies in Pokemon Go. Very nice. I'll be honest, I keep forgetting to change the audio between the games. You will treasure your shiny Entei. I'm sure you will, Julie. Especially since you got it before me. And you did not have the shiny charm, if I remember right. That was so funny when it happened. Like, I knew Entei was taking me a while. I didn't expect someone with no shiny charm to get it before me. That came out of the blue. You have a 100% IV shiny Cake Hat Pikachu. Very nice, Julie. While I treasure my shiny Servine, he was a shiny Snivy and I evolved it. Also, he's my first shiny. Martigor, that's honestly very sweet. Because that's kind of how I feel about my shiny Piplup. My very first shiny hunt, way under odds compared to other ones. Especially my ongoing Regice hunt. And with only one uncatchable Starly. So that was pretty good. I should forget about Regice. Comparing my shiny Piplup to my shiny Turtwig. Aye, that's a huge difference. Because I still remember Piplup, 531 resets. And it was around the 400 range, I've forgotten when exactly, that I found the shiny uncatchable Starly. Turtwig, I've forgotten when each uncatchable Starly popped up, but there was definitely 2 of them. And if I remember right, Turtwig eventually shined in last year's Safari Week at 9,071. I'm pretty sure that's the number. So yeah, comparing those two, just by themselves. God, that was difficult for Turtwig. While I have not unlocked Latias or Latios in ZA yet, I do already have them from Dynamax Adventures, Shiny. I think I found Shiny Latios before I started hunting for Xerneas. I think that's what I did. I've forgotten if Latias or something else was before Latios, but yeah. I've definitely gotten those. Yeah. Thanks for the confirmation, Julie. And honestly, if anyone's new here, and if you're wondering why I'm hunting for Articuno in the Let's Go games, at least Articuno, I've got a thing where I want to shiny hunt the native legendaries in their native regions, if possible. Did I do Latios then Latias? Oh, I've forgotten. You know what? You guys can listen to the game for a tiny bit. I'm gonna double check that. Xerneas Dynamax Adventure. Oh yeah, it was Latios then Latias. That's right, yes. That is right. And at some point during that Latios Dynamax Adventure stream, I found it and started hunting for Xerneas. So thank you for the reminder, Julie. That's fun. Ah well, after all that talk, Articuno is still not shiny. Ah well. I will get to 1650. I can still keep streaming, but I need to get more water at that time. So I'm letting you guys know now. Pikachu and Eevee have different gender tails. Yes, I'm pretty sure you're right about that. Because that Eevee looks like it's a regular Eevee, more or less. But that Pikachu is definitely a female. Because yeah, these are special Pikachu and Eevee. And the gender is basically the opposite of the gender you as the character pick. You pick as your character. That's what I'm trying to say. So for Let's Go Pikachu, obviously I chose a boy, so Pikachu's female. For Let's Go Eevee, I chose female for the fun of it, for the hell of it. And male Eevee. I'm pretty sure, let me double check. Pikachu female, Eevee male, yep. That is right. I'm guessing, Julie, you chose the female character based on your Pikachu being male. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. At least judging from my experience. Because if I go, I'm pretty sure, to my now secondary copy of Let's Go Eevee, the one where I caught my shiny Meltans in, and shiny Melmetal, I'm pretty sure that Eevee is female. And I'm pretty sure it shows the love hearts sort of shapes on the tail. I'm pretty sure. The same game where I started my Living Dex adventure, as well as a random shiny Cubone. But that's interesting, Julie. Male Pikachu, and I'm guessing male character. I wonder if that's been documented at all online. Who knows? Who knows? Captain Pikachu is male because have the cute spiky tail. I'm sure Captain Pikachu is a male. I'm trying to remember when gender differences became a thing. I'm pretty sure it was Diamond and Pearl that started introducing slight gender differences, like what we're describing. So that's honestly a pretty fun fact, if no one knew about it before. Captain Pikachu is allergic to saying cute to him. I mean, I guess so. I don't know. Alright, no shiny Articuno. I'm going to put on a small stream break while I get my water. See you soon, guys. Hello. I'm back. Let's keep going then, shall we? Right, that's clearly a no. I hope you guys are doing okay. Hopefully. Oh yeah, by the way, there was the new Pokemon TCG Pocket Set name. Pocket Set name is Fantastical Parade, the return of the Mega Gardevoir card from real Mega Gardevoir card. Now virtual Mega Gardevoir card. Interesting. Very cool, Supercar. Have you managed to get the Mega Gardevoir yet? I hope so. Gonna have some more water that I just got, don't mind me. Well, I hope you can find it soon then. The genders of your character doesn't matter? I really thought it did. Interesting. Females are more rare. Are you looking at the regular Pokemon, Julie, or are you looking at the special versions? The one from Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee specifically. Because I feel like at least for Eevee, the females would be a little bit more rarer. For generic Eevee. But for this starter version, I don't know. if you can on your end, Julie, try and ask in Google, I guess. Will the starter Eevee / Pikachu always be the opposite gender of your character? Or something along those lines. That's something I would look up at least. And I would immediately skip the AI answer and go straight to actual sources. Anyway... It doesn't matter, really. Interesting. But I guess you guys can listen to Articuno and battle music for a bit. I'm going to search it up myself. I'll get that one off, actually. Wait, what? Okay, I've obviously searched it up myself. I see a post on r/Let's Pokemon Let's Go. Starter gender determined at the very beginning of the game. Your gender of starter Pokemon is determined at the very beginning when Eevee / Pikachu jumps into the TV. You can tell their gender by looking at their tails. So simply soft reset at the beginning if you are looking for a specific gender. Interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. I honestly had no idea. From which Pokemon Online is that? That is Reddit. The subreddit known as Pokemon Let's Go. And there seems to be one or two other sources I've seen online, at least briefly backing that claim up. So I think I can believe that. So that's interesting. I honestly had no idea. From my experience, I always thought it was the opposite gender of what character you chose. Why am I shiny hunting in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, to be fair? I want to find the shiny Kanto legendaries in their native region. If I wanted to, I could have lumped most of the legendaries into Dynamax Adventure hunting. But I'm doing the same thing with the Sinnoh legendaries. I want to hunt those in their native region. Since I can't really do that for basically any of the other regions at this point in time, those are the main two at the moment. And it's honestly only a rule for my shiny living decks that I want to do it that way. Plus, whenever I find all the legendaries shiny, I do plan to come back into at least Let's Go Pikachu, my preferred version, to shiny hunt for some other Kanto Pokemon. Isn't it technically easier in Let's Go as well? Odds-wise, no. Because I'm thinking of Dynamax Adventures when I'm talking about that. But I guess technically it would be easier in some way, especially if you had the Shiny Charm, compared to BDSP. Because that Shiny Charm's busted. But to be fair, I'm running with no Shiny Charm, so if I really wanted to, I could have hunted it in BDSP for a genuine full odds experience. But to be fair, for me, this is a genuine full odds experience, so why not? What will I do after I find it? Find a different shiny legendary? I guess for a small part of the stream, I will spend some time with the shiny and, you know, just have fun with it for a bit. But if I have time in the same stream, or if I don't have time, and I'll start in the next stream, then I'll start the hunt for the next legendary. I honestly don't know why I went for Articuno first. But since I've started, I wanted to do it, and I will let you know the order. Mewtwo will have to be last out of the 4. But after Articuno, I'm going for Moltres next, Zapdos as the last bird, and then Mewtwo as the last legendary. Once I find shiny Mewtwo, then I can start doing other hunts in Let's Go Pikachu, including trading for the Alolan versions, if I really wanted to. I know I can technically, at least some of them, in Scarlet and Violet, but still. I at least want to do one of the shiny hunts for the Alolan forms in this game. That's what I want to do. I'm guessing you mean the $500 Magikarp, Julie? To be fair, I have hunted for a shiny Magikarp and I've gotten one. That's cooler than that one. But at some point in the future, I might go back and hunt for the gift pay Magikarp. I could do that. Shiny Mewtwo is green belly. I'm pretty sure its eyes are also green supercar. So that's pretty cool. How many years do you think this will take with no shiny charm? To be fair, I think I only started this hunt like mid to late last year. So yeah, the Sharper Magikarp, that's exactly it, Julie. You wanna know the funny thing about that? When I was like looking back on the footage for that, especially for the most recent big video I made of all the shinies from 2025. I think I found the shiny Magikarp, this Shalfa Magikarp, like a couple of flies, like zone resets, before I actually found it. Before I actually noticed it. Like 1 or 2 if you have a look. Because yeah, I think I'd noticed that when I was like editing the video. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't notice it then, but that looks shiny. So yeah, that's a funny story from like the background. Behind the scenes, if you will. A behind the scenes story. There was the Mewtwo side mission in Legend ZA. It's the side mission event. True, Supercar, and I have done that. But I also confirmed beforehand, I think, that it was shiny locked. Trust me, if any other modern games on the Switch allows me to shiny hunt a legendary at that moment, like BDSP and Let's Go can, I will. I would love to. But it is what it is. Ah, you got your Shalfa Staryu while on holidays in the Sunshine Coast. Ooh, nice, Julie. That sounds like a cool time to get a shiny. When you're on holidays, honestly. As long as you weren't shiny hunting, like, the entire time you were on holidays. At least when you're out and about. Sure, some of the parts I can understand, that's fine. I do the same thing, honestly. Why don't you have fun with the games, like beating Let's Go Pikachu? But I start with Eevee, or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, but I can only use fire types and moves. No, it was during sunset. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, then. To be fair, Harmony Rhyme, I have done a couple of Nuzlockes in the past. Only, like, a couple at the most are on my YouTube channel. The rest I did in my, like, spare time, free time, whatever you want to call it. There's a few that I have finished, including my Sword Nuzlocke that I've done right here on the channel. There's also a few I haven't, including the Ruby Nuzlocke that I have also started right here on this channel. Just 2 main examples. But yeah, ever since I started shiny hunting in December of 2021, I think somehow that got me hooked onto the hobby even more. And it's allowed me to spend way more time than possibly necessary in each of the games. Especially on the Switch, but also sometimes older games. Like I'm doing kind of on and off shiny hunt in Emerald, for example, for shiny Rolts on, I think it's Route 102. Like the one to the right of Petalburg City. I think it's Petalburg. So yeah, that's just one example. Also, I need to get a couple of extra games ready. I've got my old Heart Gold and Soul Silver that I need to prepare for, hopefully this year's Safari Week. We'll see though. We'll see. But at the same time, I'm also wants to, like, get my DS Sinnoh games to unlock the National Pokédex. So they can have, like, similar expectations as my Switch Sinnoh games. Because all 3 of those have now unlocked, all 3 that I currently have have unlocked the National Pokédex. Which will make this year's Safari Week, hopefully, very interesting. It was during sunset when I was about to have dinner. I also got shiny Totodile while getting lunch. Since I got Entei. He was the one who started making me hunt a lot. Very nice. I've forgotten exactly how it went for me, but I think at some point in 2021, I started seeing actual videos of other people getting their shiny Pokemon. And at some point I started thinking, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder how I could do that. And I think I saw someone actually hunting and getting a shiny starter in BDSP. And that's how I probably got the idea. That Brilliant Diamond, gonna be my first shiny hunt, somehow. I've forgotten exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Since then I've only really, learned more about shiny hunting, certain battling strategies that I wouldn't have known during my time in VGC, or even TCG for that matter. Because yes, I have participated in official, in-person Pokemon tournaments, including up to 3 times at least, of participating in the Oceania International Championships. I think, especially by that time, I did already like the battling aspect of Pokemon more than anything else. So that kind of helped me in that sort of way. And I was also very lucky that I managed to go to at least my first one. My first one was actually fairly local for me. I think it was in... oh god, I can't remember if it was 2017 or 2018. I feel like it was 2018 that it started off, at least for my first time, in Sydney. The Oceania International Tournament. The championship. Specifically Sydney Olympic Park. And that made it a lot easier to go to than the next, 2 times. Because the next 2+ times was down in Melbourne. You know what, Julie? Since you want to copy me so much, why don't you try hunting for Articuno in the Let's Go games? Or is that too much for you? And in all honesty as well, going back to that, you can't. Okay, fine. Even if you look at footage of the Sydney Oceania International Tournament of that year, I don't know if you'd be able to spot me, because I think it's due to some sort of licensing agreement or something along those lines. I was wearing a bright green shirt at the time. The only day I appeared. And I don't think Pokemon would like that. Sadly, Julie, I do not remember. I'm so sorry. At least at times when I went down to Melbourne for it, there wasn't really too much else I could do, so... most of those days, I did stay at the competition and either participated in other side things myself, or saw what the main thing was doing. Ah, fun times. I can't remember, I'm pretty sure it was in early 2020. Like, literally a bit before COVID. while the bushfires might have been happening, was my last time participating an in-person Pokemon event. Because I went down for the Oceania Internationals again that time. Sure, bushfires were probably happening, but I didn't really think twice about that sort of thing. And it was at some point after I made it back home, like maybe a week or two, maybe a month or so, that COVID hit. So in a way, that was lucky of me. You're on to Moltres now. Oh, very nice. Well, I guess... Oh, yeah. I think you did tell me about that, didn't you? I'm starting to remember now that you mentioned Moltres. Well, do you want to keep going with your Moltres hunt then, Julie? That'll be interesting. Well, still no shiny Articuno, at least. Anything but let's go. Okay, anything but let's go. I'm gonna stick to the Switch for you, Julie, of course. I don't know if you have a 3DS or anything earlier than that. So... let's go for something a little bit random. I want you, if you can, to shiny hunt for Pidove in Sword and Shield Wild Area. Is that random enough for you? That's something I would like to do as well, but I'm still on this. You have a 3DS with Moon, but lost that. Yes, Pidove. That is the one I said. Well, I see Evermoony is opening up Super Smash Bros. It does spawn in the wild area. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say, Julie. You'd never seen it there. When I've gone around the wild area, I've seen it up in the sky. Have you ever seen Butterfrees in the wild area, like above in the sky? Or maybe even a Woobat or two? Those sort of areas can also spawn Pidove flying up there. Okay, now I'm just trying to think of, like, the area names. If you fly to, like, the wild area station, and then you go out into that part of the wild area where the Onyx usually spawns, or close to it, where the Onyx usually spawns, if you keep going straight ahead towards the water, and then stop near the last patch of grass before the one closest to the water, you'll see something flying in the sky a bit above your head. That's usually a Pidove, but it can also be a Butterfree. And that's just one spot. I did mention Woobat as well. Woobat spawns in, like, the lower area of, oh god, what's it called? You know, I've got pictures of the things I'm talking about. Hold on. So the first area I mentioned was Rolling Fields. The second area I'm talking about was Watchtower Ruins. Okay, anything except Let's Go and Flying Spawns. Oh, come on. I thought I was trying to give you a nice, possibly obscure hunt. Fine, in that case. Fine, I'll still say Sword and Shield for now, just this one more time, Julie. Hunt for a shiny Metapod in Sword and Shield in rolling fields. I'm pretty sure that spawns in almost any weather in the grass. In the overworld, in the grass. That's also a decent suggestion, Sam's. Shiny Hunt Skitty in BDSP. Fair enough. Also, did I miss anything interesting while I was gone? Honestly, Sam's, only a little bit of talking. No shiny yet. I forgot what Metapod looks like. It is the green cocoon that why'd I almost say Eevee? That Caterpie evolves into. I can't, I'm up to Palkia in BDSP. Fair enough. To be fair, I was thinking of saying like a Pokeradar hunt in BDSP. I know that's off the table now. Okay. You'll still do Metapod? Fair enough, Julie. Well, I hope you enjoy that hunt then. Because you might need to keep dodging the few Tyrogues that might spawn around you. Want me to suffer even more and do it inverted? Only if you're insane enough to do it. I don't even know what inverted Metapod or even the shiny would look like. At least with Galarian Slowpoke I've got a good idea because I did that for a while. But Metapod, and basically anything else, I have no idea. Okay, Julie. At your own risk, sure. Why not? Well... Will you ever stream Dead by Daylight? Honestly, yes. But I don't know if I would want to stream as a killer in that. Definitely as a survivor, yeah, sure, I guess. But I feel like you guys would have an easier time avoiding me if you could see where I was on my screen. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. I feel like I could be good, in a way, as Michael Myers, but at the same time also a bit rusty. But I really want to be good as Springtrap. So that's going to take a lot of practice. Especially the possibly walking through the camera doors or whatever they are. Mechanic. Overall, because I haven't played the game in a while, I am a bit rusty. But I think once I get the hang of it again, maybe. I might be good at it at that point, we'll see. Ooh, a Stonjourner. Honestly, I think that's like a 1% or even 5% encounter rate in Sword and Shield. If you want to have an easier time hunting that, go to Scarlet and Violet. That's my suggestion. Well. You do have a Stonjourner from Scarlet Violet. Are you really thinking about doing that sort of insane hunt for Stonjourner in Sword and Shield? I mean, I know I might at some point in the future, but still, I wouldn't want that to be my first hunt. Ooh, it's 60% off. Very nice. Maybe. Ay ay ay. Why is the game 50 gigabytes? I don't know. But trust me, Sams, there are bigger games. For example, Train Sim World 6. Because I have so many DLCs at this point of that game, of the previous games as well, it's like way higher than 50 gigabytes for me. What did you forget, Julie? You like pain. Oh, I see. Honestly, in a way, it seems like I might as well. I mean, look at Turtwig. That's all you need to look at to know that. Stonjourner is more common in the Crown Tundra. Ooh, I didn't know that. I honestly only knew about the base game odds for that. Interesting. Then again, I feel like I've seen Stonjourner as a wandering Pokemon in the Crown Tundra, so I shouldn't be that surprised. But for some reason I am. I'm pretty sure there's a strong spawn of one there. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm talking about. My laptop could run DBD just fine, but 50 gigabytes. I mean, I guess if you really need to, you can get like an external hard drive, if possible. Then you'd be able to get it easily. In all honesty, if you guys didn't know that, that's what I do. At least for my Steam games, I do store them on a hard drive, an external hard drive, to easily change them on different computers. I guess it's not a great idea for Train Sim World, but for other things, yeah, it's alright. It works for me. I know it might be better for certain games to be run from the computer itself. Like from the computer's hard drive, maybe. But I haven't really encountered any problems. Aside from the occasional slowdown in Train Sim World that apparently happens to everyone. Apparently. But yeah. I'll look at the Pokédex and see what there is. Or should I just add Cobalion to the mix? Honestly, Julie, that part's up to you. That I don't know. You think you will? Fair enough. Oh, good luck for that then, Julie. Okay. Well, I still see no shiny, so... Let's see... of course not. Alright, let's see. Still nothing. Oh well. Of course, no shiny. Oh well. That's fine, I guess. Okay, and of course not. Oh well. Okay. I wonder if any of you guys still think I'm gonna find shiny Articuno tonight. Because I honestly feel like I don't think I will. Probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh well, at least I'm trying. Of course not. I pressed the wrong button again, if you didn't notice. Ah, well. Okay. I hope one of you guys find a shiny tonight, even if I don't. Okay. Don't think I will? Ah, well. I don't care? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really care too much in the long run. But at least I haven't gotten a shiny legendary recently. Unlike Julie, who has. So while I'm struggling to find a shiny legendary of the couple that I'm hunting for, Julie's happy with her recently acquired shiny Zygarde. And while I am kind of jealous that she's found a shiny legendary recently, I don't blame her for enjoying her time with Zygarde, because I did the exact same thing. My most recent shiny Pokemon as a whole was shiny Sableye a couple of nights ago. My most recent shiny legendary was probably much longer ago. I'm still trying to look back. Because at this point I don't know. Looks like my last shiny legendary was Latias on the 6th of October. That was my most recent shiny legendary. And it's kind of funny, I've got basically 4 legendary hunts going on at just about the same time. Xerneas and Dynamax Adventures, plus other legendaries in that method. Mesprit in mostly Shining Pearl. And then Regice in this. I think right now I feel like I want to find Regice most of all. But I think in the long run, I actually want to find Mesprit most of all. That's been my longest hunt so far. Especially since Turtwig has finally ended. And Mesprit's been going, well, I guess not really as long as Turtwig. Or longer. Because I did take a break from hunting for Mesprit for a while, before I picked it up again. So yeah. You're saying I got Latias on the 8th? From what I see on my screen, it looks like the 6th. Is that what YouTube is saying? That stream, I got it on the 8th? Or did I put the 8th accidentally in my long video? Okay, well, as long as we're on the right page, Julie. Up still no shiny. Oh well. Well, I see you're opening Pokemon Home, Julie. You'll see how many you've gotten since then. Well, including Zygarde, you've got at least one since then. Maybe two, in just Dynamax Adventures. Maybe more that I'd forgotten about. We'll see. Three from DA's, one from Let's Go, that'll be the Articuno. Five in ZA. Yeah, you got all five of those. So that's honestly pretty cool, Julie. Ah, well. That is now 300 resets since I started the stream. But I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. Believe it or not. I'll see if I can do another 100. Otherwise, if I don't think I can get that far, I'll do another 50. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah, I really want to find every shiny, really, but Regice most of all, but also this. If I do get it tonight, I'll be very surprised. Hello, Disassembly Drone Z. Good to see you. I'm glad you could make it to the stream because, normally I would be finished stream by now. But because have more time for tonight, I can keep going for a bit more. But we'll see. Anyway, enough about me for now. What have you been up to, Disassembly Drone? Are you an avid shiny hunter like some of us? Are you just a casual Pokemon player? Do you do something else in Pokemon? Do you not play Pokemon at all? How goes your experience? Suddenly my controllers are having trouble connecting for some reason. I am Zed, a disassembly drone, and I am here to terminate your channel. Ha 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 ha. JK. Well, as long as they're joking about that, that's all good. Yeah, as long as you're joking just about that, that's alright. Because I've worked hard to maintain this channel to some degree. For the last 10 years, if anyone's curious. Yes, I've had times on and off, but still. Overall 10 years. Wow, what an evil laugh you just did, lol. If I wanted to truly go into, like, acting, I could really lean into it. If I really tried. I bet I could, but oh well. Just having a bit of fun here and there. That's the main thing. Okay. I heard that there used to be a user named Xandalator that used to pop up in your live streams. Have I seen him lately? Do I think he has gone missing? I haven't seen him lately. I really have not. And I'm wondering what they're doing at the moment. And I'm curious why you brought it up. What do you think Z stands for? Z must be for Zygarde, surely. But on a more serious note, Xandulator, is that you under a different name? Is that why you brought that up? So yeah. You are right, Sparky. Xandulator is me, lol. I knew it. Why else would you bring it up? Xandulator, how have you been? It's good to see you again. Well, honestly, Xandulator, aside from the few talks we've had during the stream, there's honestly not too much happening right now. I've been pretty good. School stuff, I guess. I recently watched Murder Drones for the first time. That's why I have this name right now, because I thought it would be fun to do. And why is Evermoony back in Smash Bros? Fair enough. I wonder how Murder Drones was. I don't think I've heard of it. Is it a good movie? Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one. It's actually an indie series made by Glitch Productions. The episodes are free to watch on YouTube. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'm almost at 50 resets more, so I think I can make it to another 100 resets before I end the stream. Well, as long as you had a good time watching it, so... Well, let's see what happens then. Of course, nothing yet. That's fine, I guess. Well, as long as you've been enjoying yourself, Xandalator, that's been the main thing. Anyway... of course not. And... Anyway... Of course not. And... of course not. Okay, still nothing yet. I'm honestly not sure if I want to have this as my last reset or not for this stream. I'll definitely still start the encounter, of course. Okay, it's not shiny. That's fine, I can just stay there. Nah, it's probably better if I just hop off now and continue the hunt later. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of our talks. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content where we actually find shinies, then please hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my videos and more. I will say right now, for anyone listening, I don't know if I'm going to stream the next couple of days or even the weekend. If I do, I will let you know online first. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Wait, we are now trying to beat him? Well, that's part of the shiny hunt. When I find the shiny Articuno, I need to try and defeat it within the 5-minute timer. So yeah, that's what I need to do whenever I find the shiny. In one of the games. The other one's probably just gonna find, or catch regular Articuno. So yeah. It is an interesting show, you say? Fair enough. Alrighty, well thank you all for joining again, and I will see you, hopefully the next couple of days, otherwise next week, for more streams. Thank you all again, take care, good luck in your own shiny hunts, and have a good weekend. Bye guys.